Hello traders, how is it going? This video we are going to dive into ProFarms. For those people who have never heard about ProFarms, or rather you've heard about ProFarms but you have never actually known what it entails, this video is actually gonna be looking into all of that. Okay, so the first thing you need to know about is what a ProFarm is. Okay, so a ProFarm, according to this AI overview, is a company that lets you trade financial markets using the firm's money instead of your own. So you pay a fee to prove your skills in an evaluation test, and if you win, you trade a funded account and split the profits with the firm. Okay, so the points to note over here is that you pay a fee, okay, to get the evaluation. Okay, so the money you pay is for the evaluation. So it's like getting into a context, okay, and a contest, okay, and so you have to prove you can trade profitably while following the rules, okay, because there are some rules. There are some rules. So how ProFarms work is, number one, you choose an account, okay, depending on the ProFarm that you have actually chosen. You choose an account size, okay, then you are given a profit target. All right, then you also have some rules that govern the amount of drawdowns that you can actually lose in a day. Then okay, there are some ProFarms which don't have a daily loss limit, by the way, but most of them have daily loss limits. I'm going to explain to you all that right now. Okay, then when you pass the evaluation phase, you now get to get access to that money, and the profits that you actually make from the funded phase, from the start of the funded phase, are actually split between you and the ProFarm. And it's normally 80-20, and that means 80 for you, 20 for the farm. Okay, 80%, 20% profit split. Okay, so what you're seeing on your screen is ProFarm Match. This is where beginners, or rather anybody who doesn't know anything about ProFarms, or rather you don't know which ProFarm that you would like to use, or the best ProFarm for your strategy, or something like that. Okay, basically this is the place where you get all the ProFarms in one house. Okay, in terms of the reviews. Okay, we have for example, this is the FundedNext. This one, FundedNext. We have FundingPips over here. We have the 5%ers. We have this is 8 markets, E8 markets. We have Brain Funded, Alpha Capital, and so on and so forth. Okay, so in ProFarm Match, they're actually graded, or rather they are ranked from number 1 up to the last. Okay, there are so many. You can see this page is actually up to number 15. Although if you want to view more, you can continue to view on. Okay. Now this is not loading. Okay, it's back. Now, number 1 is FundedNext in terms of being rated, in terms of the reviews that have actually been submitted in this platform. Okay, so number 1 is the FundedNext, and FundingPips comes at number 2, the 5%ers. At number 3, E8 markets. Gold Funded comes at number 9. I personally use Gold Funded and 5%ers because I feel like they actually fit my strategy and my trading style. Now over here you can see the amount of years in operation that the ProFarm that each of these ProFarms have been in. FundedNext has been in operation for 4 years. FundingPips has been in operation for 3 years over here. The 5%ers have been in operation for 10 plus years. They were actually celebrating 10 years in operation just the other day. E8 markets for let's jump to Gold Funded. Gold Funded has only been here for 3 years, but they have been getting good reviews. They've been giving out payouts, and that's why I choose to work with Gold Funded and the 5%. The 5%ers, as you can see, 10 plus years. Okay. Now I want to show you how the Goat Funded looks like. The dashboard of the Goat Funded looks like. So Goat Funded looks like this. This is my account. Let it load. I want to show you the dashboard. Okay, so when you go to the website, you just search Goat Funded and you're going to get this. Okay, so this I don't have any payouts at the moment pending. Number of accounts I have is 5. Accounts passed 0. Funded accounts 0 also. Now I have this account. I want to get into this account. I'm remaining with $259 so that I will pass phase 1 over here. Okay. So there's something I want you to see: the daily drawdown level. This means whatever you see now this account is a 5K account. Okay. So this is $4,942. My balance today is not supposed. If at all I'm losing any amount of money today, I'm not supposed to. The balance of my account is not supposed to go below $4,942. Okay. I hope we are following. Now, this $198 means if I lose $198 today, I've lost the account. And this $640 means if I lose $640 today, I'm gonna. I mean, at all time, at any point in time, if my maximum drawdown level, my balance of my account gets to 4,500, I've lost that account. Okay. So there are two types of drawdown: kuna daily drawdown and maximum drawdown level. So you're not supposed to breach these two rules. There are so many other rules that probably we're going to look at them at in another video. But for now, I want to show you the challenges from Goat Funded. Probably we will touch on 5% a little bit. Now, when you go to this section, buy challenge, you're going to get whatever you're seeing here. We have instant GOAT. These are types of challenges. We have instant premium. Instant GOAT means there's no evaluation, okay? Instant premium, the same thing, although they have some differences depending on the type in terms of, for example, this is premium. So it must be more expensive, as you can see. It must be more expensive. All right. I like to take this two-step standard, sorry. The two-step standard, my account it's a $5,000 account. I trade with the MT5. As you can see, it's $34. It's okay. Two-step standard, 5K account, MT5. It's supposed to be $17. It's supposed to be $17. There it is. Then you come here, you bid and everything, and you check out. The Goat Funded are not really showing the rules, but the rules are really kind of the same with other pro firms. We are going to go through the rules with the 5%ers because they are the same. So this is basically what you're going to be seeing in the Goat Funded pro firm. We have bundles. Okay, we have bundles of accounts. For example, you can get 2 accounts with $16 each instead of $17 each. Okay, so it's a sort of an offer. But for a 5K account, why I choose also Goat Funded is because they are very affordable. Because for a 5K account, you get it with $17. All right. Let me go to the 5% so that I will now show you the rules or what you're not supposed to do in a particular what account that you buy. Okay. Now, in the 5%ers, okay, it's loading, it's reloading. It's okay. In the 5%ers, what the same account, the two-step standards in the Goat Funded is what we call the high stakes in the 5%ers. Okay. Let me show you something now. CFDs. All right. Show details. Okay, in the 5%ers, the high stakes program it's just another name for two-step standard in the Got Funded. You come here, then you change from here. You can change to 2.5k, 2k. 5k, 25k, and so on and so forth. But we are really interested in the 5k account, and it's very advisable for a beginner to start with a 5k account so that you'll be able to practice more with it. Okay. Now the profit targets. Okay. Now these are your objectives when you get an account, a Profam account. Now they vary from account type to another, but these are like the bare minimum that you have to know about Profams. So about the profit target, what target are you required to actually achieve in a particular point in time? So in the first phase of your Profam account, you're supposed to make a 10% profit. Okay, so for example, if you have a 5k account, you're supposed to make how much? You're supposed to make $500 in the first phase. To pass the first phase, you're supposed to make $500. In the second phase, you're supposed to make 5%, which is $250. Okay. Now the initial balance is 5k, of course, because it's a 5k account. Maximum loss, you're not supposed to lose 10% of your account. That's $500 if you have a 5k account. Okay. The daily loss limit, you're not supposed to lose 5% in a day. Okay, this maximum loss at all time as you're trading. So for example, you might not fail the daily loss. Maybe you lose 4%, okay, and you have not lost, you have not breached the account. Now tomorrow you also lose 4%. Then the other day you lose 2%. You would have breached that account because that's 4%, 8%. Plus 2%, that's 10%. You have lost. That's what we call the maximum loss. All right. Now the time limit is unlimited. You can trade this account for as long as you want. For as long as you want, as long as you don't breach the rules of your Profam account. Okay. The leverage is 1:100. I really think 1:100 is a really good leverage. And I know it's very hard to trade with 1:100 in a real account, but in a Profam it's really justified because it really helps you to calculate your risk well, to know the proper lot size, to know the proper pair to trade, and so on and so forth. Withdrawal target, you're supposed to you can't withdraw less than $150 at any withdrawal point in time. Now to get a 5k account at the 5%ers, you get it at $35. You paid $35. Let's see what a 10k account will cost. A 10k account will cost $69. A 25k account costs $176. 50k account costs $278. A 100k account costs $491. Okay. So that's just about it with the 5%ers and the rules. So these rules are the same rules you get at FundedNext, Got Funded, but of course they vary according to the type of. For example, the instant goal. This instant goal, they don't have the phase 1 and phase 2. Okay, so that means there is no profit target. Okay, there is a daily loss limit, yes, but there is no profit target to pass any phase because there is no phase. You are going direct to a funded phase. Okay. Now, while we are at Profams, I want to mention some of the mistakes that people do. Now, number one, and this is something I also was doing when I even bought my first Profam account. I was focusing too much on the profit targets. Okay. I was focusing on I have to pass this in 3 days. I have to pass this in 2 days. Okay. I was focusing so much on that, and that really costed me because every time I was just trying to look for a trade, I was just trying to look for a setup. Okay. Now the other thing is over leveraging. Okay. I used to over leverage too much. I used to over leverage like crazy. Okay. I used to use huge lot sizes. because for a 5K account, you're not supposed to use more than 0.05, because 0.05 is actually an risky also. Okay, so 0.05 is good for a 5K account. Anything more than that, you'll be risking your account, your ProFarm account. Okay, all right. The other thing that I saw very much as a problem in my trading, when I started trading ProFarms, is something we call revenge trading, and it was really bad. It was really bad because I would lose an account, and I would just start looking for other setups that are not there, and I end up breaching the account. I've actually breached a lot of accounts, and it's just the other day that I've actually passed a proper account, and this is after continuous improvement in terms of discipline and knowing what I'm doing wrong and trying to correct it before it gets out of hand. Okay. And there are so many mistakes that people do, even in trading, even in buying accounts, but those are just some of them. And so, if you are looking to scale your capital, you're looking to scale your discipline, you're looking to scale your skills to get better at forex trading, you need to get into ProFarms. You need to get into ProFarm Match. Yeah, look for the ProFarm of your choice, of course, you can just look at the reviews and everything and blah blah blah, and you get the ProFarm of your choice and you start trading. Okay, just start trading. If you can't afford $500 in cash to trade with, or $5,000 in cash to trade it, $10,000, $50,000, you can buy all these accounts at a very low cost, and at the same time you're gonna be growing in forex trading. Okay, so think about that. Now, in the next video, I'm gonna go through my accounts with you, so that we'll see the types of trades that I take, the strategy that I use, and so on and so forth. So see you in the next one.